What's up, YouTube? Posty here. I have some exciting things to go over today regarding the channel. First off, welcome to the debut of not only my commentaries, but also the first episode of my Road to Commander series. In this series, we'll be leveling from 1 to 55 in Modern Warfare Remastered, and showcasing the progress along the way with any good gameplays that I can get. Moving forward with the series, we can take it in a couple of directions. Either pre-recorded commentary like I am currently doing, or live commentary so you can hear me think on the fly while I am actually playing. I have several episodes already recorded and gameplays are done. I just need to get everything put together so they can be released. And once I am through that backlog, I can swap to live commentary if you want me to. Please leave any feedback you have in the comments, and I will take that to heart and use it to adjust the series however you guys see fit. Alright, so spawning in on shipment in our first match of the series. At this point, I'm just going to walk you guys through my gameplay and kind of explain what my thought process is and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I always go left when I spawn in on shipment. I like this side of the map. People typically don't rush it as much. You can kind of come around the corner and get some easy kills, and then I like to stay on that actual side of the map too and hold that down for spawns. So obviously, NoobTube on shipment, pretty broken. I don't have Sonic Boom on, so I'm not getting a ton of kills with it. And I would really prefer to not use the M16, especially the iron sights on this map. Just much better to have an SMG in my opinion. And again, main focus right now, get over to that left side of the map and hold down the central crate, and then kind of walk back and forth, looking at your sight lines and holding down the map from there. I thought about using the MP5 for this, but given that you actually just have Sonic Boom and no stopping power or Juggernaut, it just does not kill fast enough on a map like Shipment. So, unfortunately, you've got some NoobTube M16 gameplay here to deal with. But yeah, like I said, over here on the left side, we wanted to stay on this crate here and peek right and left to get some easy kills until you pop for a airstrike. And then that's pretty much game over from there because you can just chain your streaks back and forth. Unfortunately for me, my teammates are not doing a very good job at staying alive. We really need to have that side of the map. The spawns are just much more consistent for the enemies if you hold it down. Makes it much easier to trap them and not get shot from the back. So you really only have to worry about either losing a gunfight where someone charges you, or of course the classic people that spawn in and throw their 3x frags up in the sky and get lucky with a kill on you. And this is really where the M16 sucks to use on this map. It's just too clunky. If you don't get the one burst, you're so close to everybody that it really just kind of comes back to bite you. And this is definitely one of my worst games on shipment. Just not doing much here. Get a chopper and just kind of tossing around to get some hit markers here and there, but they're not doing a whole lot. So once we can get create a class unlocked and have some more customization that way, we will be off to the races for sure. But in this case, it is what it is for our first game. I was a little worried that it was going to set the tone for the recording process on the initial gameplays that I was able to get. But after this lobby and the next one, maybe things definitely chilled out a little bit. So, first game's over. Let's see our final score here. Nothing crazy at all. I did not play very well in this first one. Looks like we finished the game at Alright, jumping straight into the next match. We are going to be on Bog this time. Definitely a little bit more friendly for that M16. Once again though, still no red dot sight, and just now finally have unlocked Create a Class. So at least this way I can have a little bit of input on what I'm using. So with Bog, if I spawn on the side of the wall, north of the shit pile, as I like to call it, I always run to the right side, and typically it's pretty easy to get a free nade kill if you throw one over the bus. And then I don't have it on right now, but I do like to run smoke grenades on this map too, just to cut off some of those line of sights where people are camping with the sniper. So Bog is kind of an interesting map. It's very, very prone to spawn flips. So you can get very aggressive, but only to a point. Typically, you want to hold people at the wall spawn where I started the game. So you don't really want to cross in front of the shit pile on their side of the map. As long as you keep clearing them out of the butcher shop or the tin fence area, they'll just sit there and spawn at the wall, and you can have easy pickings with your M16 or sniper or whatever you want to use. In this case, my team is kind of struggling to hold that. It's very key that you do hold that center spot in the map, or you're going to be constantly flipping back and forth. And you'll see throughout this game there's times where I'm looking around, making sure that people aren't spawning behind me, because my teammates are unpredictably just kind of running around like a chicken with its head cut off. So we're a few minutes in here. I finally got a helicopter, and that really helps on this map to help control the spawns. And as you can see now, we are kind of starting to trap them there behind the wall, and it makes things much easier for us. A lot of times they'll flip and start spawning at tin fence if people push up one side too far, or they can spawn here next to the shit pile at the crate. Typically spawn the entire team at once if they get wiped, like an airstrike gets them or something like that. But for now, we're just sitting here on the shit pile and taking some free picks as people are peeking around the corner of the wall. Get cut down a little short there, just shy of the helicopter, end up with an airstrike, but that's fine. We can use it to stack another one here. So now, again, I'm kind of running around, checking people, looking where my teammates are, checking the mini-map for red dots, seeing if there's people spawning behind us. Got pretty lucky so far, there hasn't been, and I'm able to kind of jump back into here and start killing people at the wall again, as they're stuck there, either laying prone with their snipers or too scared to run out. And notice the mini-map here too, teammates are kind of forming a little bit of a line here, and then as they push forward, they'll get picked off by the snipers because you come into their angle. But that's not what we want to see. We want to have a flat offensive line, I guess, here at the shit pile. Because if we do overextend, that will force the spawn to flip. Kind of hard sometimes to see people laying down on that left side spot where I'm getting them with the M16 because of those weeds. But you can pre-fire that, and as long as they're not decent at aiming, they'll usually just miss and get a free kill. So yeah, name of the game for Bog is to sit here on the shit pile and spawn trap as best you can and have teammates not push up past you like they're doing to me. But in general, it's a pretty easy map if you get the hang of it and can have the spawn control. And just like that, we get a nice easy victory for game number 2. Let's check out the scoreboard here. 30-4, that's much better over the first game of 24-10 or whatever it was. So making some progress there, and once we really get everything unlocked that we need, we'll be rocking and rolling. Thanks for watching, everybody. With that, I'm going to cut it off here with episode 1. Please bear with me as I get used to the commentating aspect of this. I'm also going through and learning how to use a couple different programs for video editing and audio editing. So any feedback you guys have on that aspect, please leave it in the comments. And yeah, episode 2 will be out later this week. So please subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. And please like the video. It helps put it in the algorithm and get me views. And we can get this series off and running and have as many inputs as we can on feedback too. So thanks again, and see you next time.